Oh man, ladies and gentlemen. What a day, man. What a really long day indeed. Welcome back, everyone. I'm here to give you guys my Royal Rumble review real quick, and honestly, guys, I don't know what to really say, really. I don't really know what to say. I mean, I'm very exhausted. It was a very good Royal Rumble event. I did a big, massive watch-along on my phone while I was watching the show. And I mean, I put up some highlights from some of my best reactions, my best favorite moments from that. So you guys can go check that out. But here is the Royal Rumble review. We kick things off with the Women's Royal Rumble. Pat McAfee, he makes a return, and yeah, he makes a return, and he's on commentary for the entire show. So the Women's Royal Rumble match, we kick things off with Natalya and the returning Naomi. Yep, Naomi is back in WWE after being away from the company for about at least a year and a half. So Naomi coming back was really cool, which was really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with her. I'm hoping they don't just put her in the bloodline, you know, and all that. But I'm not going to go over all the entry orders. I'm just going to quickly go off some other big highlights, mainly. So, there's a few things I want to get off my chest real darn quickly, because I'm obviously really frustrated about some of these things. One of the things I'm very frustrated about is the fact that fans had to literally call these Royal Rumbles bad. Both of them. Fans called these Royal Rumbles bad all because they didn't get what they wanted. They didn't get what they wanted, and so they're now pissed, and these Royal Rumbles are now deemed terrible. One of the things I got really, really annoyed at is the fans were whining about Jade Cargill not winning. Saw some people saying Jade Cargill got buried on her first night there and all that. I'm like, guys, she eliminated Naomi and she eliminated Nia Jax. Like, she got a huge pop from the audience. She got a massive pop from the audience for people that don't know, for fans that don't know who Jade is. She really got a massive ovation from the crowd, and she single-handedly eliminated Nia Jax from the match. She had a great showing. She had a really great showing in the match, and, you know, she wasn't last eliminated. And obviously, we gotta address the elephant in the room when it comes to this Women's Royal Rumble match. Everyone is salty because AJ Lee and Mercedes Moné did not show up. I just want to say this right now. That's not WWE's fault, and that's not WWE's problem. The entire internet set themselves up for disappointment because they were adamant about it. They were adamant it was going to happen. They never once believed that, okay, maybe it doesn't happen. But no, everyone was like, Mercedes Moné, she's coming home. Corey Graves would say, sky's the limit. Oh my god, that's a Sasha Banks reference. She's definitely coming back. Guys, they've always said sky's the limit, even when Sasha Banks was there. When they say sky's the limit, they're not referencing Sasha Banks. They're saying the future is bright for the superstar that they're saying it to, because they said it during Santos Escobar's entrance. And Corey Graves said, sky's the limit for Santos Escobar. Basically, he's not referencing Sasha Banks. Why would he? He hates her. He's referencing that the future is sky high for Santos Escobar. The future, Santos Escobar has a bright future in the company, and the sky's the limit for him in the future. That's what he means by sky's the limit. It doesn't mean a Sasha Banks return. R-Truth called Damian Priest the boss a few occasions on Raw, and everyone would immediately think that's a Sasha Banks reference. Roxanne Perez doing crossfaces and Bayley doing Sasha's little double knees in the corner. Everyone will look at these things as references towards Sasha Banks coming back to the company. Never ever once did I ever once believe anything about Mercedes coming back. Some of you may think I did. Never ever did I say Mercedes is coming back. When I heard all that nonsense about people saying she's coming back, I never believed it for a single second. Because I'm not gullible. I'm not stupid. I saw people on the internet saying all this shit, and I kept telling them, look, she ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. I put out a tweet that had Tony Storm's face covered in pie, and I literally put out a tweet saying, everyone will have pie on their face when Mercedes Moné doesn't turn up at the Royal Rumble. She was nowhere to be seen, so you all had pie on your face. Everyone that kept believing she was coming back, who were adamant about it, now look complete and utter idiots. But instead of admitting they were wrong, they now get mad at the company for not delivering what they wanted. How dare Triple H not listen to our request to bring back Mercedes Moné? Isn't CM Punk enough? Isn't CM Punk enough for you guys? You got CM Punk. Just be happy you got CM Punk. You wanted Trinity back. You got Trinity. Be freaking happy. Be freaking happy instead of always complaining all the time. Yes, I made a video discussing about AJ Lee possibly being in the Royal Rumble, but I never ever said in that video AJ Lee will be in the Royal Rumble. I said she might be in it, or maybe she will be, but I came to the conclusion and I said she won't be in the match. Because I set my expectations low. I never once believed AJ Lee was going to come back. I'm not gullible. I'm not stupid like the internet. I never ever once believed Mercedes Moné was going to be in the Royal Rumble. Not once. Not once did I ever believe anything that people said about her. So, the Royal Rumble is now instantly a terrible match because two people that the IWC was so adamant were going to be there did not come out. We had Jordynne Grace, the TNA Knockouts Women's Champion there, which I will be honest with you, I did not expect that at all. I did not expect Jordynne Grace to be there. I was very taken aback by her being there. I was definitely taken aback by her being there. Didn't expect her to be there. And Jade Cargill, debuting in the Rumble, which, funny, I almost kind of forgot about her. Almost forgot about her coming, getting closer to the end of the Royal Rumble. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot about her a little bit, but Jade, made a good impact. She made a good impact, eliminating Nia Jax, and she had a great showing. And we only had two NXT people, which were Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton. I really wish Cora Jade was in this thing, but, what can you do? She got injured. And, same thing for the men's Royal Rumble, man. People got mad that, Cody, that CM Punk didn't win, and, everyone called it a bad Royal Rumble because CM Punk didn't win. Oh, cry me a goddamn river. Cry me a goddamn river. CM Punk didn't deserve to win the Royal Rumble anyway. Cry me a river. Seriously, guys. Seriously, people. Cry me a goddamn river. CM Punk didn't deserve the Royal Rumble anyway. He can't just come back and just win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania. But Patrick, Batista did the same thing a decade ago. When CM Punk left, he came back and won the Royal Rumble. CM Punk should have done the same thing, man. Batista can do it, so can Punk! Look, I get your point. I'm just saying, like, look, I understand, I get your point. But CM Punk is not Batista. He's not. I more look at this as a test for CM Punk. I more looked at this as, this is WWE testing him. To see if he is willing to do the JOB. If he's willing to do the job. You know? That's what I more look at this as. I more look at this as Triple H is testing CM Punk to see if he can handle, you know, what they're doing with him, and, you know, is he going to walk out? Is he going to get angry? Is he going to get bitter? If he doesn't, is he going to get bitter? Is he going to get angry? Is he going to walk out? I more look at this as a test. I see this as Triple H is testing Punk to see how he reacts. And honestly, I think they could turn CM Punk heel. You know, after how CM Punk reacted, saying that he didn't wait 10 years to get eliminated, to lose to Dusty's kid, which, you know, sounded a very heelish thing to say. So what are the odds that CM Punk, you know, turns heel? And to be quite honest, I think he's better as a heel. I think he's quite better as a heel, and, you know, this would probably be the only way they can really set up, you know, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins is well liked. And I think the chase for CM Punk, you know, him working to get to his WrestleMania match, I think him working to get to his WrestleMania match is a better story than Cody trying to work hard to get to Roman. Because, like, Cody winning the Elimination Chamber to get his hands on Cody, to me, doesn't really make any sense. Now that I think about it, I think them giving Cody the Rumble and then doing an Elimination Chamber with Punk, Sammy, Drew, and maybe a few other people, not sure who else, and having Punk win the Chamber to get to Seth Rollins, I think that's a better story. I think that's a better story in itself. I think that's a better story than having Cody Rhodes work hard. And besides, Cody didn't come out number 30 this time. I felt he earned his Royal Rumble victory this time. He came out at 15. Wasn't a fan of Triple H dumping 2 Australians out as the first eliminations, Indy Hartwell and Grayson Waller. Andrade made his return, and cool. I think he was possibly by far the really only surprise. Like, obviously they had Omos and Pat McAfee enter the Royal Rumble. They had Bron Breakker appear in the Royal Rumble, which I thought was cool to see Bron Breakker. And they obviously had Carmelo Hayes enter as well, which I always knew he was going to be in it because he spent some time on the main roster. But overall, I think the Royal Rumbles themselves were both very, very good, and and honestly, the whining of the IWC doesn't take away the fun of these matches. They were really, really good, and the result isn't going to ruin it for me. I think both Cody and Bayley winning their respective Royal Rumbles, to me, made more sense than giving it to CM Punk, a guy who just came back. Logan Paul defeated Kevin Owens via disqualification, which, of course, that's the one time the referee actually legitimately does his job. Unsurprisingly. And I didn't really care about the match, to be completely honest. And you know what's the sad part? Sad part is that this feud is continuing. Sad thing is that this feud is continuing, possibly heading into Australia, where Kevin and Logan will fight it out in Australia for the United States title. So that's the bad thing. We've got to see this feud continue. I didn't really like the match. I personally would not want to see these two fight again, honestly. But, you know, again, I don't know what Triple H sees in Logan Paul. You know, it's just, it is what it is. And the Fatal 4-Way for the Undisputed title. My God, man, this pissed me off so much. Like, I knew Roman was going to win. I'm just going to say it. I knew Randy was not going to win, but if you saw my reaction video, Triple H literally trolled the hell out of me by making me believe that Randy was going to win, and typical Triple H, Solo Sikoa comes to the rescue once again. Such a typical But people continue to say Triple H is the savior of this company. People continue to say Triple H is the best thing that's ever happened to this company. But yet Triple H still has not ended this Roman title reign. So much happened tonight, and it made me think, man, people really put Triple H on this pedestal. And again, as I said, people literally complained about the Royal Rumble winners. And that's the only time people will complain about Triple H. But every other time, people will praise him, saying he's doing a great job. But this right here is literal proof that Triple H, you know, should be different to Vince, but he isn't. But he isn't any different to Vince. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this review, and I will see you all next time.